Every day you need to spend time blessing yourself. It's good when others encourage you. It's good when they pray for you. But their words don't have the authority as your words. What you say about yourself, you're giving it the right to come to pass. What if you took a couple of minutes every morning before you leave the house and say what God says about you? Make this declaration of faith. I am blessed. I am prosperous. I am redeemed, forgiven, talented, creative, disciplined, focused, confident, secure, prepared, qualified, motivated, valuable, free, determined, equipped, empowered, anointed, accepted, and approved. Not average, not mediocre. I am a child of the Most High God.
I've lost every single thing I had, family included. I've been written off so many times. But today, the person that you're sitting in front of you is a process. I want to talk to you for a moment about the process. Because see, one way to get a person to really follow you is to be the example of what you're trying to get them to follow. Nobody likes stress because some people just let themselves go. But you got to, in order to develop and to change and to grow, stress is necessary. So you got to be willing to go get it every day. There's a story my father told me all the time. Now I've heard it several different ways. He said, son, he said, every morning on the plains of the eastern Serengeti Desert, there arises a gazelle that realizes that he must run faster than the fastest lion, or he will be eaten and he will die that day. On that same desert arises in the morning a lion that realizes that he must run faster than the fastest gazelle, or he will starve and he will die that day. He say, son, the moral of the story is, no matter who you is, when you wake up in the morning, you needs to be running. Success is not a comfortable procedure. It is a very uncomfortable thing to attempt. So you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable if you ever want to be successful. Start putting some pressure on. Put some pressure on yourself. Get out here and get about it. Look, I'd love to sugarcoat this thing for you. I'd love to tell you, look, you can go out here and get rich, do a couple of things. That ain't happening. You got to get real doggish. You got to get downright funky if you want to make it. Now, like I was telling you before, if you want to be ordinary, you ain't even got to listen to me. Just go on about your business. If you think ordinary is cool, ain't no problem. It's some really, really wonderful ordinary people. But if you are sitting in this room and you have extraordinary aspirations, then you're going to have to do extra. You put extra on top of ordinary and you come up with extraordinary. It's no other way. I'm sorry. But here's the fact. All of you have extraordinary capabilities. All of you. You have to decide if you are willing to do the things to put you in that category. Rich people don't sleep 8 hours a day. That's a third of your life. It ain't but 24 hours in a day. You cannot be sleep 8 hours a day. You can't live in LA and wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning. 11 o'clock on the East Coast. The stock market been open 2 hours. They already making decisions about your life and your ass was asleep. I either play music or I tell jokes. I either play music or I tell jokes. I entertain people for a living. They give me money. That's a blessing, man. See, when I wake up, I don't have to go to work. I get to go to work. See, that's the difference, man. Some people have to go to work. I get to go to work. I don't have to. You know, I mean, I was doing this for years for no money. But through grace and mercy, you know, he just kept blessing me. And then, you know, I got other things I want to accomplish, you know. I'm not through. And I've been at this a long time now. Like, I'm thinking about the end, you know. But all I want to do now is make enough money to change kids' lives. Guilt is the most useless emotion in the world. Guilt serves the purpose of no one except the person who's trying to apply it for manipulative purposes. Every time I've ever been guilty is because somebody, oh, you just done forgot us. Oh, so now you think you all that. No, I don't think. No. See, what happened is you think that I'm all this, and you think I now think I'm this, when I'm really the same dude. One thing I learned about money, money doesn't change people. Which hard you want. It's hard. If you have any aspirations to be successful, it's hard. But you know what inspired me to become successful? Because when I wasn't successful, I discovered something. It's really hard to be successful. But you know what I also discovered? It's really hard not being successful. It's really hard, man. It's hard not having a career, not having a job, not knowing what you're going to eat next, not knowing how you're going to pay your rent, not knowing what your next move is. That's hard. So since it's hard, you as a person just have to make the decision which one of the hards you want. Because it's all hard. But I would rather have something that's hard that has an upside and a benefit than to settle for a life that's hard and ain't no upside and ain't no benefit. Do you realize that every day you thought you wasn't going to make it? Do you remember them days where you thought it was absolutely unbearable and you thought you wasn't going to endure that one? Do you know that your survival rate for every last one of them bad days is 100%? All you got to do is start changing the way you think. It's as simple as, it's not a magic trick. You can protect yourself from negativity.
ومن طاعتك ما تبلغنا به جنتك ومن اليقين ما تهون به علينا مصائب الدنيا ومتعنا اللهم بأسماعنا وأبصارنا وقواتنا أبدا ما أبقيتنا واجعله الوارث منا, and let it be that which is inherited from us, and let it be that which is a mark for us and for those who are after us, inshallah. May Allah Almighty make it easy. In fact, it continues. Let me spend a few moments. وَجْعَلْ ثَأْرَنَا عَلَى مَنْ ظَلَمَنَا وَانْصُرْنَا عَلَى مَنْ عَادَانَا. Oh Allah, let that sufficiency, let the revenge, and let, enough energy, enough power be against those who are against us. وَجْعَلْ ثَأْرَنَا عَلَى مَنْ ظَلَمَنَا. Let us be victorious against those who have oppressed us, those who have harmed us. Give us that edge above them. Don't allow them to succeed over us. وَانْصُرْنَا عَلَى مَنْ عَادَانَا. Make us victorious against those who have portrayed enmity against us. Similar dua. وَلَا تَجْعَلْ مُصِيبَتَنَا فِي دِينِنَا. Oh Allah, don't make it difficulty. Don't create difficulty in our faith, in the practicing of our faith, in our religion. Oh Allah, help us that difficulty is not created for us in the practicing of our own faith. وَلَا تَجْعَلْ مُصِيبَتَنَا فِي دِينِنَا. A lot of people have difficulty practicing their faith, especially as Muslims, be it reverts, be it others. Here is a dua. وَلَا تَجْعَلْ مُصِيبَتَنَا فِي دِينِنَا. That's an amazing dua. Oh Allah, don't make our difficulty, our hardship in our deen, in the practice of our faith. وَلَا تَجْعَلِ الدُّنْيَا أَكْبَرَ هَمِّنَا. And don't make this worldly life the main center point of our worry and concern. Don't make it my main concern. What's your main concern on earth? People say, well, to earn a living, to have a lovely home, to have all worldly things. And Allah Almighty is telling you, don't let that happen. Here's a dua. The Prophet, peace be upon him, says, it shouldn't be your main focus. Your main focus is the hereafter. But yes, that's a secondary focus. That is something you will live in temporarily. That's why he says, وَلَا تَجْعَلِ الدُّنْيَا أَكْبَرَ هَمِّنَا وَلَا مَبْلَغَ عِلْمِنَا. Don't make this world the height of our knowledge. We learn, and everything we learn is only about this worldly life, and we haven't learned anything about the hereafter. So many people are guilty of this, where they spend a large chunk of their lives learning about how to live the few more years that they will have when they are done with that, but they haven't learned about the hereafter, which is to come. That's why Allah Almighty says, وَلَا تَجْعَلِ الدُّنْيَا أَكْبَرَ هَمِّنَا وَلَا مَبْلَغَ عِلْمِنَا وَلَا إِلَى النَّارِ مَصِيرَنَا. And don't let our final abode be hellfire. وَلَا إِلَى النَّارِ مَصِيرَنَا وَاجْعَلِ الْجَنَّةَ هِيَ دَارَنَا وَقَرَارَنَا. And let paradise be our final abode, there where we're going to live forever. So that is just a portion of the beautiful dua that we hear. I'm going to repeat it in the Arabic language for those of you who want to hear it. اللهم قسم لنا من خشيتك ما تحول به بيننا وبين معصيتك ومن طاعتك ما تبلغنا به جنتك ومن اليقين ما تهون به علينا مصائب الدنيا ومتعنا اللهم بأسماعنا وأبصارنا وقواتنا أبدا ما أبقيتنا واجعله الوارث منا واجعل ثأرنا على من ظلمنا وانصرنا على من عادانا ولا تجعل مصيبتنا في ديننا ولا تجعل الدنيا أكبر همنا ولا مبلغ علمنا ولا إلى النار مصيرنا واجعل الجنة هي دارنا وقرارنا. May Allah Almighty protect all of us and grant us the beauty of this dua. Remember, the translation into the English language waters it down. I just wish that we could understand it straight from the Arabic. So beautiful, so powerful. These words need to be repeated, and they are in qunut in many places across the world. Barakallah feekum, my brothers and sisters. Remember to take these nights seriously.
Extraordinary is not other way. I'm sorry, but the first, all of you, I have extraordinary capabilities. You have to decide if you are reading willing the category. These people who don't sleep, eat hours, that a third of your life get over 24 hours in a day. Wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock on the morning, already making decisions about your life. Music or I tell jokes. I either play music or I tell jokes. I entertain people. For me, they give me money. That's blazing, man. See, when I wake up, I don't have to go to work. I get to go to 10. See, that's the difference, man. Some people have to go to work. I get to go to work. I don't have to any money but grace and mercy. You know, you just keep blessing you and telling you now I am not broke. I will be at this long time. What I want to do is make enough money to change you kids like the guilty. It is service the purpose of no one except the person who trying to approve ever been equality. It's because also now you think you all alone. No, I don't think. No, see what happened. And you think I'm now. One thing I learned about money doesn't change people. Who is hard you want. If you have any aspirations to be successful, it's hard. What you know what it is hard to be successful. It's really hard to be successful, but you are not also discover it's really hard not being successful. Just really hard, man. It's hard not having a career, not having a job, not knowing how you are going to play. That's hard. So since it's hard, you as a person, you just have a make the decisions which one of the hearts you want. Have some things people's heart has not an upset benefits.